All right, let's go ahead and move on to our last division. It is the AFC East. Funny enough, this is usually the first division we always start off with every single time.
Yeah, we gave a very good one for last. So.
Yeah, I do have a lot of.
Unless you got.
I don't have anything super duper hot, just pretty mild ones. I got one that's a little hot that I know you're not going to like very much because I'm pretty low on the team, but that's okay.
Oh, the Bills are going to miss the playoffs.
No, yeah, no. Buffalo Bills, pretty mild take or medium, depending on how you feel about the player. I think James Cook is going to have a 1,300-yard year. Last year, he had about 1,000, just barely over 1,000. I think it was like 1,060-ish, but he did have 16 touchdowns. I think that touchdown number does get reduced, but I think he is sitting around 1,300 total yards, or excuse me, not total yards, but 1,300 rushing yards. I think he's closer to 1,800 total yards, and I think he's going to play a huge role in the Buffalo Bills offense, making a Pro Bowl, not All-Pro, very good running backs in the league right now, but does make a Pro Bowl for the AFC. Don't see any other way of it going. He doesn't have anyone really super talented behind him that's putting a lot of pressure for the running back position, so he's getting all the carries, and he's also getting the backfield carries, out of the backfield catches as well.
Yeah, man, I originally was loading up Josh Allen wins back-to-back NFL MVP takes, but then I went and checked, and it's already been done 5 other times in the history. Brett Favre won that thing 3 times in a row. That's crazy to me. So I figured that wasn't as spicy because it's been done. And then I was like, well, what if something crazy happened and Josh Allen threw a touchdown pass to himself? And then I remembered, oh, yeah, he already did that against the 49ers, so that's not that crazy. And I actually, too, went with a James Cook. I had him at 1,400 yards this season. I know I'm a little concerned because he's holding out right now and he wants the contract, but this is a team that's expected to compete for a Super Bowl, so I think they'll get it done. And I think James Cook has a heck of a year to lead them into potential Super Bowl talent contention.
Yeah.
Not predicting the Bills to get there this year, but we'll talk about that later.
Absolutely. Let's go ahead and move to the Miami Dolphins. I think that Tyreek Hill has another step back this year, and I think he's going to have 7, 8 plus drops this year. He had 5 last year. I don't think it's out of the question to say that he might have 7 plus. I'm not super high. Actually, I'm pretty low on the Miami Dolphins this next year. I think there's a lot of question marks surrounding a lot of the players. Tyreek with another year of age and just overall he's just a big dickhead overall, and his leadership sucks. I think a lot of that stuff is going to get in his head a little bit, and I think he's not going to have such a great year.
Yeah, man, I'm just putting this out there because I'm hoping for good things. I believe that Tua has a bounce back year this year, which leads to him starting 15 plus games for the Miami Dolphins, and he wins NFL Comeback Player of the Year.
Yeah, I originally had a Tua thing as well, and I said he was going to lead the league. He was going to have a full season and lead the league in completion percentage because that's the type of player that Tua is. I am going the other way because I figured that one of us would probably have a Tua thing because it's pretty easy to point it out.
Just rooting for the guy.
No, absolutely. We can go ahead and...
There's certain guys, man, I'll always be a Baker Mayfield fan just because of the adversity he went through and what he's done. And personally, I'm hoping Sam Darnold doesn't affect my team negatively, but he continues to do great things. The Geno Smith story was great for a couple of years, but I'm ready for that to die. The bounce back stuff is always great. And Tua through, I don't want to say no fault of his own because we've talked about him and the bad decisions he's made as it pertains to his health and the way he's gotten down. But you can't exercise out of concussions. You can't. Those things just happen. So through no fault of his own, he's had the injury concerns, very scary injury concerns. We've had conversations about the NFL stepping in and saying, this can't happen anymore. But I'm hoping for a bounce back year for him. 15 plus games started, and I don't expect them to do much. I don't really like the roster, but their best player in Tyreek Hill has gotten older and older, clearly, as the years have gone on, and he's probably going to regress a little bit more this year, to your point. But I just hope he has a good, healthy season. So that's what I predict.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like it because, I'm with you. The Tua thing, we talked about it at length during the season previously, and we hated what was going on, and it was a huge talking point for us. So it'd be nice to see him back healthy and actually doing his thing.
Let's do the Patriots.
All right. I think that Drake May continues his natural progression and being a good quarterback, as I think he should be, because I am very high on Drake May, as we have at length talked about. 2,200 yards and 15 touchdowns last year. I think he throws for over 4,000 yards, but I do think he has 10-plus picks.
You think he's going to throw a lot of interceptions?
I do think he's going to throw a lot of interceptions because that offensive line still I don't have a ton of faith in.
Drake May forces the issue to Diggs, leading to tons of interceptions, and Stephon is out by the trade deadline due to locker room drama.
Ooh. Is it really surprising that Stephon Diggs has locker room drama at this point in his career?
Not at all. And I think taking away that very vocal voice of I'm always open, I'm not getting my share, he's not looking for me, leads to a more balanced offensive attack for Drake May and the Patriots, and his second half season is exponentially better than the first half of his season while he's trying to force the issue.
Yeah.
I believe in Drake May. Not as much as I believed in Jaden Daniels, as we've covered extensively, but I do believe he's going to be a good quarterback in this league, and I'm excited for him this year.
Absolutely. And last, and certainly least, the New York Jets. Do you have a take for your?
That would get us canceled too.
Yeah. Do you have a take for your best friend that playing quarterback?
Who's my best friend?
Your best friend, Justin Fields.
Oh, he's right back here. Yeah, I got a take, but you go first.
I think that Quinnen Williams is going to record 13-plus sacks, and I think he's going to be in strong contention for Defensive Player of the Year. I don't think he's going to get it because I think some of the sack numbers by some of the guys we've already talked about, Will Anderson, Aiden Hutchinson, Myles Garrett, all these guys are going to be in the running for Defensive Player of the Year with a lot of sacks. I think Quinnen Williams is going to affect the game more than just the 12, 13 sacks, as he's going to rack up tackles for a loss. And I think he is going to have a better year than last year where he only had 6. And a big part of that is some of the Jets pass rushers coming back healthy. I think it's going to make a difference because last year he did have a double team rate of 25% of his snaps. He was double teamed. I do think he's going to get a little bit of pressure off with some of his line help coming back healthy. So I'm hoping that he does something. All right.
I'm glad we saved this one for last. Okay. This wasn't planned out. But is there one thing that year in and year out we can count on the Jets to do?
Sucking.
The Jets are going to jet,
mm-hmm.
which is going to lead to the Big Apple debut of one Arch Manning in 2026.
You think it comes out of college for that, huh?
New York. Yeah, bro. The NIL is great, but this is New York we're talking about. This savior of this poverty-ass franchise. Yep. I do believe.
I hate that so much for Arch. It's not even funny.
Oh, I know. If I'm voting for the player, I'm like, yeah, sorry, dog. I just screwed you. But
yeah.
And he doesn't even have to be the best quarterback in college football next year to get this. As long as he's top 3, the name recognition, what he brings to the table, the media coverage, he's just got to be up there.
Yeah, I'm with you. I like it. All right.